So I've come to do my book review for book 5. This book, if you can't tell by the title, it's quite obvious. And, because anyone that's either currently subscribed to me or coming through the link to John's video should know what I'm talking about. So, new book. I had one problem with it. And, because, everyone's all anticipated happy Margo, sad Margo, which one I'll get. I noticed when I got my newspaper, I found this in the newspaper, Australian newspaper, a giant picture of John. And there's a book, and I thought it was Paper Towns, and it is Paper Towns, but it looks like this. You can find it. I don't know what that is. It's someone sort of facing downwards with hair, but it's not happy Margo. It's not sad Margo. It's just like emo Margo with a map down the bottom. Some form of map. I guess the map makes sense, but I'm not disappointed. It's cool. It's a different cover, but it's just not a happy and sad Margo. I guess that's what happened when you live in Australia, and it was only just released. But I finally read it. After much time waiting for it to come out, I finally read Paper Towns. And I was surprised. Let me tell you the story first. I had Sunday planned out. I'd got the book on Friday, but I was already reading a book. So I had Sunday planned out to do work, so I could read this throughout the week. But in my anticipation, I'd finished my book on Saturday night, and I'm like, I'm going to read Paper Towns. About an hour, just because I want to read it. So I get down about 10 o'clock, start reading it, and I finally put it down at 2:30. Finished it. Which is a first time for me. I've never really sat down and read a book in one sitting. I've never ever had a book, like I've said, I just couldn't put the book down, it was so good, is a saying I've used many times, but I've never actually had one where I couldn't put it down. It was that good. And it was that good. It just really, really was like up there with definitely the top few books that I've ever read. It's sort of like say V for Vendetta and the movie and the graphic novel, that I'm going to have to read it again, because it seems one of those books that the more you read it, the more you'll understand it and the better it'll get, which is like V for Vendetta, if you guys have seen it. And I'm probably going to read it anytime soon. I've got to do 50 book challenges, and I don't think this can count twice, unfortunately. I'm up to book 5, which is that I'm nearly finished book 6. But I was amazed. This book is amazing. I have a few things I am passionate towards, I guess. One of them, a lot of the covers covered in V for Vendetta. You got the government, you got the religion, you got the segregating, all the different things. And I'm very strong towards, the meaning in V for Vendetta. I've also got this thing, which was pretty much 2 things that were covered in Paper Towns, and that was futures and finding your future, which is being in final year of school. It's becoming a big thing to me. It also was sort of stereotypes. Maybe it wasn't so particularly covered stereotypes, but the whole point of the paper girl, Paper Towns, kind of was focusing on the one stereotype, but it covered it all. It showed, not to give names or things, but one of the girls that ended up in the van, or the girl, she originally started off as viewed as not to be, mean, but a bit of a bitch. And he came to realize during out the book that was just a stereotype she'd fallen into. Same with Margo. It's just she fell into these stereotypes and she just couldn't find she get out. And I really like that look, because I don't mind being called a nerd. I don't mind being put into that, but it's just I don't like these molds that people have put us in, expecting us to be exactly like that. We have to be like this. We're part of this group, part of this mold. People put us in molds, and I really like what this book covers in that. It's really. I expected it to be good, no doubt about it. I thought it was, going to be great, but because I just didn't believe it was going to be that good. It was beyond fantastic.
But yep, that's about all I have time for at the moment, and
I can't wait to go see if I can find his other books and read them. And I put this in response to John's video just because I can. Really just fluky chance of his coming out when I wanted to make a video, and just I decided to be good just to put my review in so he could see it as well. Okay, that's all. Bye. Also, if you want to know anything more about me, anything about the 50 book challenge, that way subscribe to 7 Awesome Nerds, which is much like 5 Awesome Girls, but the 7 days a week, not obviously 5, and they're not gender specific. So there's 7 of us, technically 8 because we need a spare because there's so many of us, but and it's pretty fun, so subscribe.